Okay, so I finally got my hands on hopefully the third 2018 iPhone model. At least I hope so, judging by, this package. I really hope that this is what's inside this package this time. In the last video I showed you guys the iPhone X Plus, the 6.5-inch beast that Apple would be launching in September, and that would be Apple's most expensive iPhone for this year. Massive display, essentially replacement for the iPhone 8 Plus. This is the one, by the way, this is the one in white. This thing is massive. And yeah, this is the 6.5-inch iPhone X Plus. iPhone Plus, in case you missed that video, link for this in the description. But in this video, I'll be taking a look at the most interesting iPhone model of the year, the iPhone X Lite. So this would come in multiple colors, and it would be Apple's cheapest iPhone launched in 2018. So do subscribe, by the way, and enable notifications, hit that bell if you're new to the channel and you want to see more leaks and rumors videos like this one, and more in-depth tech videos. But for now, sit back, relax, and let's have a look at the 2018 6.1-inch iPhone Lite. Okay, so I'm going to open the box, and let's hope, well, not a box, package. Let's hope that there's actually an iPhone 6.1-inch inside this time. And it seems like, yes, I think there is. So this is the white version, and it's definitely the X Lite. You can tell this by the single camera module on the back. Now, this is probably not going to be called the iPhone Lite, disclaimer. That's just the name that I came up with for this entry-level 6.1-inch iPhone on a video that I made back in June, and a lot of other tech websites and channels picked up that name, but it's most likely not going to be called that. My guess is that Apple would be calling this iPhone, just iPhone, or 6.1-inch iPhone, or possibly even iPhone XC. I actually did a separate video on that idea as well a few months ago. But essentially, this would be the most affordable iPhone X in 2018. Now, Ming-Chi Kuo predicts that this thing would actually cost between $600 to $700, or the same amount in pounds, which could make this the best-selling iPhone in 2018. Now, quite a number of analysts have predicted that this iPhone would be one of Apple's best-selling iPhones ever, mostly because of that low price point, or lower price point in this case. It's not cheap, it's just cheaper than, the iPhone X used to be in 2017. And interesting enough, even though this would be cheaper than the 6.5-inch and even the 2018 5.8-inch model, it would actually come with a 6.1-inch display, so in between the other two when it comes to the actual display size. So as a size comparison, you can see how this compares to the Plus. So it is a bit shorter and not as wide as the Plus, and it actually feels really good in a hand, by the way, almost usable with one hand. Obviously, if you want to do that, you should go with a 5.8-inch model, but yeah, it doesn't feel bad. Now, it's definitely a larger device than the iPhone X from 2017, but it's also easier to use than the 6.5-inch Plus. So like I said, size-wise, it is between the two. And take a look at this, the iPhone Lite is quite a bit smaller, shorter, and also not as wide as the 8 Plus, but comes with a much larger 6.1-inch display versus a 5.5 that, the iPhone 8 Plus, 7 Plus, 6S Plus, 6 Plus used to come with. So even this Lite would be a really good jump from the 8 Plus in 2017. Now the bezels, well, the frame actually, is quite a bit thicker than on the 6.5-inch Plus. It's very similar to the 2017 iPhone X, but other than that, the notch, for example, is about the same size as on the iPhone X, maybe a bit larger. But since this is also a larger display, you do get a bit more room for the icons on the left and right sides of the notch, so that's quite cool. But again, the bezel itself, the frame surrounding the phone, is a tiny bit thicker than the 2017 iPhone X. Also, something quite interesting when it comes to this model is that the body, the frame, so the metal frame on the sides, that one is actually identical to the Plus model, so it appears to be a stainless steel frame. However, in all the leaks and reports that we've seen, the frame seems to be made out of aluminum, which is most likely going to be the case, especially since Apple plans on keeping this price point low. Now, another big leak in terms of this iPhone are actually the new colors. So yes, this is the silver one, but we've actually seen quite a few reports from Ming-Chi Kuo, Digitimes Taiwan, On Leaks and more, claiming that this new 6.1-inch iPhone would come in quite a number of new colors. The most common ones appear to be space gray, silver, gold, red, and also blue. Now, we've also had some leaks of green, yellow, and pink. So essentially some very similar colors to the iPhone 5C from back in the day. Do you remember that phone? That came in some pretty cool colors. Let me know in the comments which one did you actually get in case you actually got an iPhone 5C. I got the green one, just for the video, by the way. But the blue one and the white one were actually my favorites. But the back, in this case, won't be made out of plastic on this one, so it would still be glass for wireless charging support. It's just the frame that is going to be made out of aluminum instead of stainless steel like on the iPhone X, 10 Plus in 2018, just to keep the cost low. Now, the Lite does appear to be slightly thicker than the iPhone X, And also comparing this to something like an iPhone 6s, look at how much thicker the 2018 iPhone Lite is. Now, honestly, I don't find thickness to be that big of an issue, especially if it has some really good battery life, and this one should. It does come with an LCD display, by the way, instead of an OLED display, and this is why the bezels, the frame, is actually a bit thicker, but overall, as a form factor, I do like this thing a lot. So it fits really well in the palm. I think it's a really nice blend between the 6.5 and the 5.8. Now, there are a few more areas in which Apple is making compromises with this phone. So it would have Face ID, so that's coming, but it won't have a dual camera module on the back, just a single one. So the module itself, it does appear to be massive, at least on this module. Now, I believe that this would come with the exact same camera, the same camera module as the iPhone 8 from 2017, a 4.7-inch model, just to keep the cost low. But if these dimensions are correct, and they should be, then Apple's definitely upgrading this with a new 2018 camera module, and that's just great. So judging by the size of the lens, the aperture seems to be quite big, and since this whole camera module is so massive, there should be a brand new sensor, a larger camera sensor underneath all this as well. And then when it comes to the actual specs, the other two 2018 iPhones, the 5.8 and the 6.5-inch iPhones would be coming with the Apple A12 processors, 4 gigabytes of RAM. But this one, however, is actually rumored to come with 3 gigabytes of RAM and the Apple A11 processor from 2017, from the 2017 iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8. So it would have the exact same performance as last year's iPhone 10, only at a much lower price point, which I actually think is really good. I mean, in terms of performance alone, the iPhone 10 is still the king, and it came out almost a year ago, and not even the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, which is coming out, well, it's not even out yet, even that would be weaker performance-wise than last year's iPhone 10. So yeah, the Apple 11 chip inside the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8, and also possibly this iPhone Lite, is still really good in performance. And then Economic Daily News, a company with a fairly good track record when it comes to Apple leaks, they reported that the 6.1-inch iPhone would actually come with dual SIM. But wait, that's actually going to be restricted to the Chinese market. So that would be, honestly, it would be really cool having dual SIM on every single phone, because I personally have, well, a lot of phones, but I basically I use a personal number and a business number. I have an iPhone 10 and the Pixel 2 XL right now, and those are my two phones. And I would love to have, I would never have the same device for both because I keep testing phones. But for most people that have they're in the same situation with a personal number and a business number, it would be awesome to have both SIMs in the same phone, especially when that phone is an iPhone, because, there are a lot of Android phones that support this, but iPhones, well, not yet. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about all this. And then the Plus interface, so the one in which the home screen rotates, and you also get a side panel and more info and some other apps as well when you rotate your iPhone. Well, that's currently limited to the iPhone 8 Plus, 7 Plus, 6 Plus, 6S Plus, and so on. But it would be coming to the 2018 iPhone Plus as well, so the 6.5-inch iPhone. But a 6.1-inch iPhone will most likely be lacking that, unfortunately, even though it has a massive display. And speaking of lacking things, no one's really sure about 3D Touch, if this thing is coming to this phone. So some reports are saying that Apple's trying to keep the cost as low as possible, and in that case, they would cut corners basically wherever they can, including 3D Touch. I mean, the iPhone SE doesn't have 3D Touch, and same applies to every single iPad model out there. And as of right now, Apple doesn't really have any plans of bringing 3D Touch to the iPads. At least we haven't seen any patents or any leaks or even any reports on this at all. So on those devices, by the way, 3D Touch works with a long hold. So my guess is that the 6.1-inch 2018 iPhone won't come with 3D Touch because, there's still a workaround for 3D Touch. You just hold on the icons longer and boom, you have 3D Touch. And finally, some sources are saying that the 6.1-inch iPhone would actually be delayed until October. So all three iPhone models would be announced in September, but only the 5.8 and the 6.5 would be released in September. So the 6.1-inch entry-level model would be delayed until October, at least according to most reports on this. Now, this is most likely caused by some LED backlighting issues that the 6.1-inch iPhone is currently having. So, this iPhone would come with an LCD display, not an OLED, and this is Apple's first LCD phone that has this really weird shape. So this is something that you normally do with OLEDs, a display that's not square. And achieving this shape, especially when you have a backlight as well, that's not an easy thing to do. So yeah, this is probably why this iPhone is going to be delayed a month until October. But yeah, definitely subscribe and enable notifications, tap the bell. If you want to see more interesting videos like this one, check out my iPhone 10 Plus video that I did a while ago on the 6.5-inch model, and also some previous videos on the MacBooks, the iPad 10, and so on. And also, don't forget to join the Zone. So this is something new. You can now press that join button or the first link in the description, and you can join the Zone, you can support the channel, and you also get some exclusive features, exclusive perks every month, such as a live stream from me at the end of every month, as well as some badges that you can use in the comments. They upgrade over time, so that's pretty cool. And then finally, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this phone, the 6.1, which one would you pick, 6.1 or 6.5, the Plus, or the 5.8, the new 2018 iPhone 10, which one would you go with? They all have different specs. Once again, check out my 10 Plus video and also my 3 new iPhones for 2018. This is where I'm talking about each one of those iPhones and all the differences between them. But yeah, this has been pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. I'm Daniel. Thank you all for making it until the end. I'm Daniel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. ZONEofTECH, signing out. Cheers.